And here we are back with some crazy stuff. Back to where we were. तो लास्ट स्ट्रीम में क्या क्या हुआ वो सब दिखा देता हूँ मैं एक बार. CD कौन सा वाला था ये, पोर्टफोलियो ऐप. सो या, सो लास्ट इसमें वी मेड पोर्टफोलियो डैश ऐप. Okay, just checking voice, just a second. Okay, just checking voice, just a second. Okay. Yeah, so I can hear my own voice, lol. Yeah, so in this portfolio app, we'll start the app and explain the components that we designed last time. You can watch my last stream. I'll provide you the link after this, after the stream is over. So what all we did was in the last stream was we made this portfolio page where we had developed this first div, or let's say component, not the div. We are not doing HTML. We did it in React and Tailwind. So in that first we developed by Harsh resume and this dark theme icon. We put that thing. We'll see the routing afterwards, after the whole page has been designed. We are basically now designing the page. After that we'll start adding links to it. We'll be developing to it to the complete extent, and we found a logic for this icon also, the Google icon, where we used an if else statement inside the JavaScript using React, and boom, that's how we made these two components in the code. Let's go back to the code where we made two components. Hi Muizz, hello, how are you? So first of all, what we did last time was created these two components. This was the logic that we used using useState. We put many icons here. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna make a new content हो गया. अब अपने को पोर्टफोलियो में कार्ड सिस्टम डालना है जहाँ पे मेरे प्रोजेक्ट्स रहेंगे. सो cards.jsx, put a new file. Always remember, put it the capital whenever you make a new component. Rename it as capital. I'll put RFC. Today we'll learn how to make cards out of it. Okay, so we're gonna be making cards. Basically we have to make cards in this side. In that side we'll be making the number of cards as we make the projects. So as soon as we make a complete project, that is a full stack development project, we work on it, we develop it, I'll put it in that cards. For now I'll just make a single card because I have a single project with me ready. So I'll put a single card, and in future we'll increment the cards on this side only. So parallelly we'll be working on two projects at the same time, one on this and other on another one. Means if we are working parallelly, if we are working on XYZ project, let's say I made a login system, basic login system, I'll put that login system on this page. Basically the GitHub link will be provided on this page, from where you will be directly linked to the repository of the GitHub. Okay, so that's how we're gonna work. For now I'll just make single cards and we'll design card for everything. Okay, so let's just first connect the component to app.js and then we'll test it. Cards, where is the cards? Cards.jsx. Okay, it doesn't have cards.jsx. Never mind, I'll put it here. Of course it will show me a error. import cards. Yes. Okay, so it's taking as small cards. Why? Let's take it as small cards, no issues. Cards from component cards, but there is no such file, so I have to make it like cards and cards.jsx basically. Yeah, so the file has been found, and one last cards. What is this happening? No issues. So there should be a problem, I guess. It's compiled successfully though. Let's see it once. Okay, sometimes this problem occur. What you have to do is close it, on it again. So it's restored, and yeah, it's gone. And I'll put just cards here, not this cards but cards. So I might be able to see cards in this, but I'm not able to see. What's the problem here? Class name cards. Class name, we'll put it as text dash white. Yeah, of course it's not running because cd port cd portfolio dash, and now we'll write here npm start again, and we might be able to see what's going on. Yeah, as you can see, I can see the cards here. It's here, the component is created, but there is no background is not correct and stuff like that. So text should be white, no issues. We'll remove this. We got the perfect div. Just we'll add the background here first of all. So for background, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, of course there is nothing, so that's why it's nothing. So for the background, we'll add this line that we have already created. Now we are going to do less of coding and use our brains, maximum use of brains, which we don't have. Yeah, of course we have it, but we'll try to use it as possible. Let's see the chat if anyone has typed anything. 3 people watching, that's a good thing. Setting up it again. आ जाओ भाई, नॉलेज दे रहा हूँ, आ जाओ, ले लो नॉलेज. Okay, so background has been added. We'll write here projects that we have done, right? So I want it in a h1 manner, projects. Okay, so this will be class name text white, where I am making it white. So projects component is here now. Now the projects should be on the sideline only, but it should have a gap from left hand side or something like that. Let's say margin and padding will be required. So for this we'll be putting margin and padding, right? We'll go with ml5, that is 20 px on the left. I want the text to be large, XXL. Is it large? No, it's not, because it's XL, not XXL. Yeah, it's large now. I want it like 5XL, which will be, is it too much? No, it's not. It should be 3XL max. Yeah. Okay, I'll make it 2XL, better. So after making it 2XL, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding cards. Cards will have an image of something related to the project. Okay, and it should contain a description when hovered. So see how the logic is going is, there should be a div, at least it should contain a description below that card, or it should be hovered, it should be a full screen card, either out of it. So we'll start with the basic one, which card has, which normal card has, how to create a card. Basically we are going to create a card, so that's how we are going to make it. So text, let's see the text white ml5 text 2xl projects h1 div. That far we have done. I want the text to be of good font. Make it font family, no require of family. Make it serif sounds better. Font, we want it extra bold, make it extra bold. I guess extra bold is better, because rather than using serif, it sounds perfect, right? And one more thing, I'm making it white, you see. So I think the white part should be, I haven't added padding yet, P4, that's what I add always. P4 is better, right? Still not better. I want it in this line. After this it should be something on the line of J. So I'll increase from the left till 7 and make it. And for padding I'll make it to the x-axis, that is 4. So it will only affect the x-axis and not any other. I'll make it 6. Not working, make it 10. Easy as fuck. And 10. So yeah, here we are in the perfect line, I guess. We'll just increase px10 by 1 for a safer side. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, resetting also is working. Yeah, okay then. So now after the projects, what we gonna do is, for this next div, we put this as header, right? In this we're gonna create a div which will have the cards. The code for the cards will be here. So from Tailwind we'll try to export the cards. Tailwind CSS components. Let's see what is the code for it and how will it work. Let's see that components. To let you know guys, this is the official site of Tailwind, where you can have different types of components. Why is it not opening? Yeah, it's opened. So hero section, feature section, elements, flyouts, menu, headers, loadouts, context section, testimonials, application cells, headings, plus card section, card headings. Okay, there is this card headings things one, list, stack list, feeds, forms. There must be checkboxes, toggles, combo boxes. I'm gonna add a toggle. Okay, I need a toggle where we have to switch between dark mode and light mode. So we'll be switching with that, and I'm also gonna apply a logic there. Whenever I toggle it, the icon for the dark theme should also change. It's moon na, when it's dark. So when it will be a light theme, I want it to be something like this one. Okay. Containers, list containers, dividers. Where are the cards? How to create a card? Okay, there are card things, but the problem right now here is card headings. See, if I go for this now, let's see what this is. Job postings, backend, front-end developer. These are just headings. There is not a proper card. In case of this now, what we have to do is use AI. We are smart, use AI. How to create a card in React.js and Tailwind CSS. You see, these are the steps on how to make it. So let's see how does this card using card component. This is the card component. Flex, justify items. Whole screen they have taken, that is H screen. Height should be of the whole screen. Okay. So using card component, create a card component. To create a card component, we need, which JSX files is this? Configure Tailwind. I have configured Tailwind. What I am gonna see is from this right here. In your main app file, import and use the card component. We've used a card component. Okay, so we have just did it. What all we gonna do is replace this file with an arrow function. Okay, and background white shadow. This is the CSS we are gonna apply. So we are not gonna copy paste it. We are gonna we'll try to make it. Okay, we'll try to make it. This is the card that they have imported. Card is the file basically. So this is the card file. Card file.jsx. Okay, JSX is basically React thing. So let's work on it. I'll just check mic working properly. Yeah, mic working properly. So in this thing, what we gonna do is let's try to make the card by ourselves and take the help from this. So it will develop a muscle memory. Okay, it will take time, but it will be worth it. So let's make a card. So for this, I'll delete first and arrow function I want now. React arrow RFC, yeah, and yeah, boom, there is the card. They used arrow function, right? I have also used arrow function, but they have exported in right there only, default card. So for this, return def cards. Let's go back to portfolios. Save it. Yeah, one error. What's the error? Component cards. Attempted error. Imported as cards. So it's cards, not cards. The fuck. Let's go back. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So the problem here is it's cards. And this was the whole problem. In app.js I put cards, which would result me in this. But now I want to make it an arrow function. To make an arrow function right here, we gonna put RFC, RFAC, export component. Yeah, we need this one. Why is there cards? What's the problem with the cards? Let's make it cards. Make it cards. Perfect. Yeah. So there is no problem now. For div we'll put as projects. Not projects exactly. We'll put it in a h1 tag. Class name, where we have to export this one, obviously. Control C, and yeah, I'll close this because no need of this. So as you can see, the background has been adjusted. Now what we're gonna do next is projects again. We put projects class name where text will be white, font will be extra bold, and text white, font extra bold. Then what do all we want things? We want it to be text should be 3XL. 3XL is big, no it's not, and 2XL should be perfect. Want the projects to be, yeah, it's perfect, no issues. Let's make the font serif rather than making it, yeah, I'll adjust the font weight. What is the font? Bold. Does it make bold? Yeah, it's making it bold. And after that we'll be putting from the left side we will need to move it. So ML, make it 10, so it comes here. And for PX padding, that's padding. For PX we're gonna make it again 10, which should be right here in between. Yep, and it's perfect. Sorry, I need to save it here. Okay, now so we got the projects thing correct. Now on the next div we're gonna be writing here cards, about cards. So basically we are going to make the cards that we just now got it on this here, right here. So in this they took a div, okay, background white shadow, medium device, rounded, large shadow, medium device, rounded, LG, that is large obviously, P6. Okay, let's put this, and what's happened, what all the changes, things taking place, let's see. I'll rip English anyways. So I put this one and see what all changed. Oh my god, it's large. So we need to make it something like this, I guess. Yeah, and there's our card that just appeared. So 20, yeah, 20, correct. So justify left, I'll put it, wait, why did I just use this? I could just use, I'll just use here flex, okay, and after here justify start. So it will come on the left, justify between. Does it make sense? Yes, it does make sense, but yeah, I have to use that again even though I flex it. There's no point. So we'll write here about we'll revert back to it, ml 10, and padding on x-axis will be 10. Yeah, it will be better. Things are getting sorted. So we'll put the width 20, needs padding 6. There is padding, why is there no padding? I don't know. So what can we do about it? Okay, let's make the card first. I'll remove the grid. Let's make a single card first, then we'll adjust how we want it. It has a good padding of 6. We see it like that. Shadow, medium shadow. Okay, so what we going to put here is let's go back here on the Tailwind, and they put a class name text XL, font bold, and what card title. let's control C, control V, and all sorted, I guess. So here is the card title. We are slowly now getting close to making a card. And P, add some text. This is the content of the card. You can add more text, images or buttons here in this P. So control C and put it here. So let's see how our card is going. Yeah, it's going good. Type of good. Type of, yeah, of course, type of. Then after this, am I missing something? This is the content of the card. So now the problem here is I have to create such cards with a specific width and should be flexed properly. Only this card, right? So this div will take the place. So that's all we need. Now what I am going to do is, see how I make many changes in this is by, we want multiple cards, right? So I'm gonna add flex here. Okay, so every card I make will be on the same line, and we'll adjust it by the width. Okay, and gap. So I'll put the width for start, that is 30. 30, it doesn't have 30. 20, no, not working. We'll make it 40. 40, not working. Want card more big. I'll put a custom here, that is 100 px, which will be not better, of course not. I'll put 500 px. Sounds too much. 400 will be better. No, it's not. So let's make it 300. 300 sounds perfect, and I'll adjust the height also. Height will be again 400 px, so it will be something like this, yeah. And I want to move it on the right side. Okay, so for this is just one card. Okay, I have to just take this div, control C, control V. There is this another card. Now the problem here is, this is the problem here. I have made it a wrong div, so I'll just control save back, and I'll tell you what the problem is. So there is no point in making this div and remove this div. So this is the div basically we are working on. It should be inside a div. So I want it inside a div, right, where I flex it, and there will be multiple such things. So class name, just flex is enough for now, and this should go below this, and all set. Now this thing by default will get flexed here. No, it wouldn't if I wouldn't have put that flex. Yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, so this is correct now. Card title, projects. Now we want to move this card from here, from this left hand side. So basically we'll start with the gap thing, which will be like this. No, gap won't work. I'll first have to initialize some left, that is 10 px margin. Why is it not moving? The div should move basically. 10px won't work because, yeah, of course it won't work. Yeah, now it will, because 10px is too low. I have to put it like 40 or something like that. Yeah, no, it's not looking good. So 30 is better. It doesn't support 30. I can move till 20. Now what I need to do next is padding from y-axis, which will be 5, and this is how a card should look. That's what I'm talking about. So the card title will be my project. The context of the card will have some things, that is, you can add more text, images or buttons here. What we gonna do is we'll add things about it, but what this p is now, we want the p to be below. It will come down below eventually when I add an image in this card, and then there will provide some buttons also for the projects, so that whenever my this site is reviewed, they can directly go to my GitHub repository and check my projects. Correct? So that's how I think it should work. Yeah. So for the start, what the div, how the div is going playing is this part. This is our card. Okay. So Control C, put it again, Control V, and by default there will be a next card. Okay. So now in this, there is this thing. What we gonna do is gap 5, and boom, here is another card, and like that we'll increment the cards on these components, on the component here, which will be flexed automatically. I'll make it 10 to give more gap. For now, this is my first project here. This will be my second project here. Now in the card thing, what we gonna do is we gonna put some things in it, a description about the project, and a button which leads to the link where it should go. Basically route it. Routing will not take place today. Sayam Dubey, hey friend, are you a front-end developer? Yes bro, I'm a front-end developer, but I'm trying to learn everything in front-end as well as back-end as well as framework and everything stuff that I can do to be a full stack developer. I want to be a full stack developer. Basically my initial plan was to be a front-end developer, so I started with front-end first. So that's how I'm working right now. This thing is like, you have to first learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then you have to come to this. So basically let's get back to the topic where we are doing this card title thing. I'll start with the card title thing here right now. I'll put it, this is my first card title, so I'll put it my project title. That was what I've made. I've made a project in JavaScript. I don't remember the name. It was a long time ago. JavaScript project. Okay, JavaScript project. I don't want it like that. Select a number. No, guess the number. I remember the topic now. Guess the number. This was my topic. Guess the number. Now for guess the number, we'll add a image out there. The image should be something good, which will go to my assets folder right here in the corner, left corner on the cursor. So after this, there is directly a P. You can like literally put an image here, put src. Src is not like that in in the React, you have to put your name here, whatever your photo or it might be. For now I'll just put harsh.jpg. It should be just harsh, and it will obviously throw me an error because I haven't imported it. To import like that only, harsh from assets image slash harsh. Nice brother, I am learning backend in Node.js basically. I am currently learning Muizz. I also worked with React and Tailwind in some of my projects. That is a very nice thing, bro. What's your age? Can you tell me your age once? I'd like to hear the age. What is your age? Umar. So, here's the error. 19. So, at the age of 19, I'll tell you, I didn't even knew how to code in HTML, bro. I was so into gaming and stuff like that. I'm even streaming on my gaming channel only. So that's the thing. You are doing the right thing at right age, according to me, and you should keep doing that. You're doing a perfect thing. Just cope up with your latest technologies. That's all. I am in college. Which college, bro? You are in which college? Like to hear. Interesting guy out there. We are having nice interaction today after many days. So guess the number. Kanpur PSIT. Okay. Bro, you might be a topper then. I've never topped or anything like that. I'm just literally doing gaming and stuff, doing time pass and stuff. Now I've become serious in life at the age of 22, where I'm in final year. I'm also in college, and I'm doing this shit, making my portfolio, doing projects at the age of this, which is very, very, very late. I know. So we are figuring out very basic things right now. How to insert an image in div lemma. So let's do it. How to insert image. We'll put an image. Okay, so let's get back. Now I want to insert a image in this cart. No, give me a code, don't generate any image. Yeah, so yeah, image SRC, we are doing it right thing. Just we have to put width and height of that thing and all set. See, card image class name is right there. To just put it properly, how to make it properly. That's how it will work. See, and the more we type the code, the more our muscle memory will be developed. We have to make it like that. So image SRC, which is perfect. I need to download an image first. Let's download a good image. Guess the number image for a card. So basically it should be a portrait view image. Guess the number. Something like this. The card should be something like this. भाई सच बताओ तो मैं BCA कर रहा हूँ, पर अब लगता है that I should do something big. That's why brother, if you have any back-end resources, so please suggest me. Thanks. To start with the backend, bro, if you are starting with the backend, start with MySQL, learn JavaScript. JavaScript is framework. Start with Node.js. If you want to go for web development, if you are not going for web development, you just want to be a backend developer. Backend developer of what? Depends. Of an application, then MySQL is enough. And such trending technologies. See, I am not more into backend. I am into MERN stack. I am also into MERN stack. I'll tell you to do MongoDB for database management, Node.js to handle the queries, Express.js to handle front end and framework, which is connectivity basically from front end to back end, and React and Angular if possible. So you can apply for both the jobs right there. Me for the mean stack also and for MERN stack also. That's what I will suggest. This is my personal experience. I'm talking in terms of web development. I don't know about application development yet. For that you have to go for Java. You have to learn SQL, you have to connect many Apache server, Apache SQL and stuff like that, which is way too much complicated. That's what I think. But once you are into it, it will be easy, very easy. You can work with it. Guess the number. We'll put a nice image. I think this is a nice image. I'll put a Python code on a code of JavaScript. Yeah, how is the idea? The idea is very bad. Wanted something good. Guess the number. Do you know my magic number? Number patterns. Guess in 10. Marvel. Wow. I want a good image. It's the number between 1 and 15. Come on, man. Give me a good image. What the fuck is this? So, guess the number. Guess the number, guess the number, guess the number. I want to guess the number. I don't want to see girls. Lamao. So, for that, we'll write a JavaScript here. Let's see what images it generate. Yeah. Okay, let's do one thing. We are not getting it. We'll be putting a JavaScript image. We'll put a wallpaper. JavaScript wallpaper. Security guy for JavaScript. Wow. And in this thing, the thing should be something like, yeah, I think that's better, but I want it to be 1920x. No, I want it ulta 10801920. Yeah, this is perfect. Bootstrap, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax. Yeah, so we'll put this. Come on, not WebP file, because there are problems with the WebP file. I can also go for this. Okay, so we put a simple name on it. So we'll be now bringing out an image file. For the image file reference, I'll show you how the image file should be brought up. That is, import her from whatever it is. I've put my one of the image, no? So you can see down there, I've put an image there. See, it should be in brackets, my alternate text CSS, and it should be written like this. So now you can see in the assets files there is card1.jpg. For that, how I am going to import is import card1 from dot slash assets slash image slash, what should I put, card1 dot jpg. Cool. So after putting this, we going to add it as card1 and all set, I guess. So basically, yeah, and see, it actually looks cool. The width is perfect, everything is perfect. But what I'm gonna do is, मस्ती तो करनी है भाई, तो थोड़े मस्ती कर लेते हैं हम लोग. Alt guess number, ठीक है. And after this we're gonna add some CSS to it without rounded LG and C. We have add a rounded thing. Then I will increase the width by 4, no, which result in decreased. We put it 250 px around. 250 was the normal. I guess it has the max width. It's increasing, but okay, let's not play with the width because I think the image is pretty perfect here right now. This is the context of the card. You can add more text, images or buttons here. So for this we'll add a nice description about it. So generate me a description about guess the number between 1 to 20 in JavaScript in short. I have already created the project. So give me summary in short, more short. Perfect. So here we are going to put, not here, because we are working on this. From here to here we'll be putting it this. Now the problem here will be, yeah, as expected, you made guess the number came in where users guess the number. So I'll do some things here. For that the card needs to be extended more, and plus I need already a proper gap in it also. So what all we can do is we can increase something that is called height. We'll make it 450 px for both of the cards, and perfect. Now what we need right here is we need p y. 1 will be enough. No, not 1. Okay, not 1. Let's not take 1. We need it in p tag. They have provided it green. Padding from y-axis will be 1. Perfect. Now I don't need this. I'll try to decrease the text as much as possible. Guess the number game in JavaScript where user guess a number between 1 and 20. Program guess on their guesses and displays the message when they guess the correct number. Perfect. We're going perfect. So that's how it's looking. Guess the number. Now what I need to do is do one more thing, which is not in there, which I am going to add it for in the card. That's this button. Yes, button. We need a button. Of course we need a button. Class name. And for the button, what we'll be providing is GitHub link, or let's say click view the project. Okay, so button should be created here, view the project here. Okay, so it should contain a border. Border should be black, correct? Yes, we are getting a border. It's now we need this button to be in center, and then we have to increase the width of it. The to be button in center, we have to put justify center. I guess it should do, no, it shouldn't. So item center. Yeah, it is between the center now. Padding should be 4, which shouldn't be like this, should be like this. Yeah, so things are getting out of hands now. Lama should be 2, 1 should also be enough, I guess. With the project, I want it on the right side of the div. Okay, so to use justify, I have to put flex first here itself. Put a flex. After that, I should increase the height, I guess, because things are not going good in that case. 500 is perfect, I guess. Yeah, so second one should be also 500. Just by mistake I made 550. Yeah, so the cards are looking perfect now. View the project. To view the project, I'm going to increase this line also because it's too low, I guess. This one I'll make it 2. Yeah, so it can occupy some good space out there. Okay, now for the button thing, so we know how to make the second card. First of all, we'll just not confuse ourselves and remove this card right now. We don't need this card. So we just created that card to see if that thing is correctly fitting in and the flex is working or not. That's why we created it. Now we are creating this one where we'll put view the project. So on hover also it will change many things. Plus we need its background to be of different color. Of course, why not? We need the background to be of different color. Put it blue easily. Blue, which blue? I want primary blue, that is 6. No, not good. Put blue again. Make it 700, more dark. 900, more dark. Make it 1000. No such thing as 1000. So basically we just want the blue. I'll put a blue 100. 100 doesn't work. Make it to 500. Yeah, this thing looks perfect. 500. Should I put it light blue? If I remove this, does it work? No, it doesn't. For dark blue, it might work, I guess, because there is some things in Tailwind that we haven't yet explored. Blue also won't work. I'll put it white simply. To white. To just go to palette. Okay, why is it not showing me palette? I don't know. Okay, I'll put blue. Make it 400. 400 looks too much. I'll make it 500. 500 looks proper. I want the text to be white. Text white. View the project. Yeah. Border. I'll just remove the border for now. I don't think I need a border. View the project. I should increase the padding to 2. I should round off the edges. Rounded. It is medium. Medium will be enough. View the project. Yeah, it's look good. And I have to just shift it now. Right in the between of the div. Okay, I'll ask him how to center this button inside the div. Using Tailwind CSS in React. So basically they used what they use. Centered button. So what all things they used were text white, font bold, py2 and px4. So they just used padding. What is 2? Py will be 2. Px should be 4. That's how it worked in their case. But in our case it's not working. Why? There is a reason. For this small div, we have to be like more specific about the pixels, because even 500 pixels won't work. Yeah, it worked now, but px, sorry, that's 100 pixels. Okay, so we don't want a button like this, obviously, and padding also. We want it on a single line. We'll start with 50 px. Starting to look perfect. I wanted something like 20 px. 20 is too much. We'll put it 10 px. Yeah, and it literally looks perfect. Now the only thing that we're going to do is just the width. Div? No, there is no such thing as div. I'm just kidding. For the width, it should be 20, not 20, 100 px. Not 100 px, come on. Let's use our small brains, which we don't have. We put here width as 300 px. So I want it to be of 250 px, obviously, which will be a full. Perfect. View the project. And whenever I click this, view the project, I go to the link. Now the problem here is for the view the project thing, it's not in center, as you can see. So we'll put justify center, and boom, it's in between. So that's how we do it. The AI is showing me something nonsense which is of no use. That's how we'll increment the projects as we work on it slowly. As you can see, it's a good looking project now also for this card. And I think sort of I should decrease the height of this thing to 400. No, it won't. 450. Wow, it's overlapping and it's looking good. But I won't do that stuff. I don't want to take a risk, because in further development, while making responsive images, it might not end well. Things won't end well. So what I'm going to do is, for a safer side, I'm going to keep it 500 only, where we'll be able to see proper projects. Okay, and this is looking completely perfect right now. So when I click the button, one more thing, what we're gonna do is add a hover effect. For hover effect, you have to just put hover in front of it, and again I'll put the background blue and make it 700, and that's all. See, sorted. And I want the text also to be something like bold or Excel. Excel is too much. I'll just make it font extra bold or bold. Make it bold. View the project. Yeah. And it's looking perfect now. This is the perfect card that we have created. How to create a card? We have made this card. Now we can just copy paste, change the image and add more cards, such more cards in this div. Let's see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add 4 more cards of this div. That is this div, from this div to this div. Okay, so Control C, make a card, and boom, here we go. There are 4 cards now. But now what we going to do is just change these things. Guess the number, guess the number, guess the number, the description, the image, and view the project will be same for everything. So that's how we are going to generate cards for now, which will be hard coded. So everything I have to make change whenever I make a project, it should be from the code itself, not from the user. When we are making a content management system, that is CMS, it should have a button here, right here, add, like a resume button. It should be right here on the project line telling me add. When I put that add, when I click that add, it should generate me a card, which is dynamic programming. For now I've done a static programming in React also. That how we are going to make components, and it's 4:18 I guess, so I have to go now. I'm getting late. I have to go somewhere. I do something and somewhere. So for now, this was the cards thing that I have explained you so far, guys. For that this stream was. So let's take a goodbye from here right on, and now just we learn how to make a card. On the next stream we'll be doing something I forgot from where we took the inspiration. I forgot it totally, so I'll just search it again. React.js with Tailwind projects, where he made a portfolio out of it. Yeah, this was the one.
Today we have a real.
So where what we are making is, we are making this site where he made 3 cards like this. Okay, so what we are doing right now is not, we should not put their projects, we should put it portfolios. Okay. And as you can see, for portfolio he put it something like this, whereas we are making our own. We are just taking some things from it. Services he offers, he has put cards. For portfolio he has again put full screen cards. That's all about the thing, and he has added many things. So for now I don't have a experience and stuff to add in the CV right now. What we'll be doing is, what we'll be making is, in my, I have developed by Harsh, put a icon here, resume file. I have made different icons. I'll be linking many things to it. Projects, view my projects. I'll change this to portfolios first of all. Where's the projects? Should be somewhere around here. Portfolio, I'll put it. Yeah, so that's my portfolio basically. This is one of the portfolio. I've added 3 more cards. I'll add some projects as I make it. For now, these are the cards that I am going to view, I am going to see, because if I remove this content it will look very bad, so I don't want it like that. For now we'll keep it as it is, and then after portfolio we'll add some things here, that is services I offer or something like that. And that's all I'm going to do today. That's how we made one more component today. We have increased the site from this much to this much. Yeah, and one more thing I'm planning on is I'm adding a taskbar here where it is written developed by hers. I'll be putting home that will be this component, this much component. Portfolio will be this much component. It should redirect to it while routing. Okay, I'll make these changes while routing, and then it should directly take me or link me to that component if I click on it. And see, it's React is basically, as you can see, React is basically dynamic programming thing. The site never refresh in the React. What refreshes? The components. The components are refreshed. Not even refreshed, they just update. That's all. They don't refresh. The only refresh that takes place is refreshing of page. And after link and all stuff, we are going to start the responsive site again for this project only. So that's how we'll be creating this whole React thing. And then I'll try to add a comment section below, which will be for the feedback, where I'll put a backend. I'll try to integrate a backend thing there. So there might be a chance you might be able to see a backend, something related to backend there. I'll also learn. I don't know backend. I'll try to deliver something related to backend there, which will result in my learning also. So which will be totally better. So that's all we have created today. A short stream today. So let's take a goodbye now. So bye guys. Thank you for joining my stream. Bye bye.